Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. I think that maybe the audio was a bit loud from the game in the last episode, so I've adjusted it slightly more in this one.
I am no puppet.
No, of course you're not a puppet. Let's just end the turn and see what this obside thing does. I'm guessing it's just going... Oh, it's going to attack us. Well... we have walls. Those rat ogres are really, really annoying. But,
Show your mettle.
let's fight this battle just for fun. I might end up having to reload, but I do like defensive siege battles. They're quite amusing. Okay, so here we are in a disgusting, filthy, icky, yucky high elf city. The Skaven are out here. Upside the plague-ridden warlord. Now, the black Arc Corsairs, I don't think we need them up on the walls.
The merciless host. Cold-blooded killers.
Same with spearmen, they are not needed on the walls.
Dark shards.
You are also definitely not needed on the wall.
Dark shards. Dread spears.
Yeah, you go down there. Black Arc Corsairs, not needed on the walls. I know, I'm not going to leave them like that, I'm just putting them away because they're definitely not supposed to be on the wall. So here are some Black Arc Corsairs. Let's put these here. Let's try that again. Like so.
Dark Elves. Nagarothi.
These guys and these guys.
Corsair handbows.
And these guys can be here.
Eager for battle.
Are all of these on the top of the walls now? No, these are not.
The merciless host. Corsair handbows.
Let's move things a little bit
Merciless warriors. Corsair handbows.
to make room.
Corsair handbows. Cold-blooded killers.
Not sure if that's enough. Oh, wow, that's actually perfect. The Medusa. She cannot be on top of the wall. So let's put her down here then.
Dread spears. The merciless host. Dealers in death.
I don't think that they're going to get through the walls, but better safe than sorry.
Merciless warriors. Battle ready.
Oh, even more handbows. Let's put them up there then.
Dealers in death.
Here are some handbows too. put them there. Can I? No, I cannot turn them around. Maybe they'll turn around on their own volition.
Corsairs.
These units are so tiny.
Eager for battle.
There we go. And the Dread Spears over here. I think I want them in a 4 rank. Corsairs over here.
Dread spears.
These Dread Spears can be in the staircase. The cavalry is not exactly what you would say or call useful inside of the city. But we only have one city gate, as far as I can tell, so... yeah. Otherwise it would... what the heck are you guys doing all the way behind here? Are there any other units hidden? Nope. Well, that's rather impressive. Let's see how this goes. The towers will also help us. Rat ogres, I definitely want to attack them.
Dark Elves. Corsair handbows. Dark
Let's ignore the Lord, shall we?
Corsair handbows. Darkblade. Forward.
They are definitely attacking the gate.
Leaving. Going.
That tower can attack those. This tower can attack those. Enemy ladders.
Corsair handbows. Druki. Glorious destruction.
No, no, no.
Corsairs.
You go over there.
Chariots. We are ready. We understand.
You go up there. You go up there. You go up here.
Dread spears.
You go up there. Somehow I don't think this is going to end well for them.
Master Druki.
Let's do that. That. And that. Ah, that thing is so slow.
Lord of the Hag.
You go out there and attack them on your own.
Suffering for all. I will kill. Doom comes.
You can attack them as well. Now the chariots can go attack here.
Dread spears.
Let's send these up to the wall as well.
Cold one.
And the cold ones,
Revenant! Druki! No survivors! Death is coming! No mercy! Dealers in death!
What's going on here?
For Cain!
Sneaky.
Soulless!
The enemy lord is dead. No reason not to kill more of them. They are fleeing into the city. What a most curious thing to do.
One! Kill them! My blade hungers!
Okay, you are not able to do that. Very well.
Darkblade!
I think that'll suffice. End battle. Decisive victory. We lost 67 units and we killed 869. That is acceptable. Decisive victory. There is no reason not to enslave them.
Will be my prophet. Darkblade!
Now we have some ranking up here. We'll take Sadistic on Malus.
Only a fool would vouch for this.
Conqueror level 2 on Malarner. Can I rename him? I can. Then this will be Duke Peps. Now we are going to follow that Skaven army.
Malus comes for you.
And this I don't see any point of fighting, so let's just auto-resolve. Enslave.
Destined for greatness.
Right unlocked. Sacrifice to Cain. The victims of Cain cannot go meekly to his halls. It must be bloody-handed murder. But once the blood is flowing, from whence will it stop? This rite is now available to be performed via the rites panel at the bottom right of the campaign interface. Let's send him back into the city. And again, level up. That was quick. Now, the question is, should I take the waking? Or should I take the slumber? This one is while. I suspect that taking either of these locks the other one. That's how it usually works. Blood Price the Demon's Curse. That one is really useful. Then again, these two are extremely useful as well. For now, let's take Blade Master, rank 2. And Duke Peps.
Quiet fiend.
Your defense is 50 and your attack is 44. Let's give you a Blade Master. Then we have Pardek.
To the slaughter.
Let's colonize.
High Beastmaster.
We've secured the province, the Black Flood. We also gained the Guiding Eye, which I also think we shall put on Malus.
No puppet.
Evil Choirmaster, yes. And you already have that on you. Let's go back to Pardek. Need to build... Let's upgrade that. Does this upgrade to... Yeah, to the Dark Tower, so... Okay... I don't see any reason of going down there. Settlement upgrade available. Let's upgrade Tora Lasor. And next we should go over to Tower of the Stars. But let's build a Dark Elf residences before we do that. We have a commandment available. Let's do the tax rate. Back down to the other side of the world. Back and forth. Now we have 2 rights available. We can do the gift to the Witch King, which will give us a dilemma that will offer the choice of each Dark Elf hero, your choice to be summoned to your faction leader. A dilemma will offer the choice of each Dark Elf hero. Your choice will be summoned to your faction leader. Perform this right. Does that mean we get an additional hero or something? Yes, we do. Oh my. The Witch King... Tut 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 indeed. The Witch King's favor can be earned by presenting generous gifts. Of course, those favored are always rewarded appropriately. Malekith offers a selection of agents to you. Which among them will you choose to employ? I think we'll go with a Cainite assassin. We could go with a sorceress. I think this maybe we'll go with the sorceress because I think the sorceress is later in the tree. We get 2,000 coins for having completed control of one province. And then successfully carry out any hero action. We also need to issue a commandment. We've already done that, but it hasn't been completed yet. Now, Helisphere, a dark sorceress. Let's give her Chillwind. I don't think she has any movement points. No, she does not. Allow full possession. No. For now, let's just end the turn, and we head over to the Tower of the Stars. Quest issued, the Warp Sword of Cain. Kill 1,000 enemies in battle. The Warp Sword of Cain, a legendary weapon retrieved by Malus from the Chaos Wastes beyond the Vermilion Gate during his quest to attain the 5 artifacts needed to free his soul from Zarkan, a process that ultimately failed to rid him of the demon before they became eternally entwined. Now the power of the Warp Sword wanes. The hilt grows cold, where it once radiated warmth like the hottest dwarf furnace. The blade has dulled, no longer cutting through steel as though it were butter, no longer guiding Malus's strikes with the deadly precision with which he was once gifted. It must be brought back to its former power. Perhaps it is simply a matter of feeding the blade and allowing it to recharge. A good slaughter would make Malus feel a little better at least. Slay any who dare face Darkblade and let the sword consume the blood of his victims. And we need to have an altar of Cain or a sorceress's abode.
Stay away, Zarkan.
Sister of the Dark, all shall be mine.
Stay away.
Let's move over
Zarkan.
here and flip this. And turn. It's a rather meager army, Malekith. Technology researched and driven by vengeance. The deep-seated, profoundly ingrained desire for revenge consumes and drives one forward. Minus 5% recruitment cost for those units. Then we'll take Martial Society. Now we'll move the Arc there, and we have to wait one turn until we can attack. How about you guys find something else to do? Slaves. We don't exactly get much money from these slaves, but yeah. End turn. Oh, they're attacking the Arc. Let's just retreat. That's not ideal.
The thrill of battle awaits. I wait.
That's actually a substantial bad thing. It is actually so bad that I think that we're going to reload. This is turn number 10, so let's reload back to turn number 8. Because losing the Black Arc would be really bad. Since that will let us... the Black Arc has that ability where it gives us the spell.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
We should be fine there in turn. Now let's move in. Let's keep the Arc at a healthy distance.
Set the sails.
And redo the technology research into Martial Society. Now that thing's probably going to attack it instead. Would you stop that? Capture and occupy the following settlement. Caverns of Sotek. What's in there? Now let's move that black arc up here and attack this settlement. Just auto-resolve. Close victory.
Treasures and power all to me.
Even though this looks nice, I think we'll do Occupy to avoid having too much unrest in this province.
Death would be a more
We have attained complete control of the province, the Sea of Dread. We've also completed the quest for destroying Tor Elasor. Action destroyed. And we killed 1000 enemies in battle. Now we need to recruit a Scourge Runner Chariot. The Warp Sword begins to stir, but it is barely enough. Its thirst is far from quenched, it would seem. The blade hungers for more, but not only that, it hungers for something specific. Not just any blood will do, it must have power coursing through it. Malus considers perhaps the accursed beastmen could be the most accessible option, their blood carrying the taint of chaotic energy that is wasted on such primitive beings. However, locating them can be difficult when they do not wish to be found, so preparation should be made to ensure a favorable encounter. Bolster our forces and draw the beastmen out to face the challenge.
Yes.
The
ocean awakes. I will continue in
You are not movable at the moment. Let's assign some skill points here. Duke Peps. Psychophantic Schemer. Well, that sounds just about right.
Only a fool would vouch for
Helisphere. Let's see here. Map wide, minus 15 armor to all enemy units. That is nice. Blade Wind is really good. Let's go with Blade Wind. And Malus himself. He can now get Eternal Hatred, or he can get Cold Heart. I think we'll go with Cold Heart. And we'll go with demand highborn hostages here to increase the public order quicker. I'm afraid that building something here will be a complete and utter waste, as that Skaven army seems rather bent on moving there. So for the time being, I will not build anything there until I see where that army is headed. Malus needs to replenish, which will take a few turns, so... Now, as for the other side of the world...
Beastmaster.
The Ice Spire, all of those are ruins.
Feel my whip. Chariot pace. High.
That's useful. Let's upgrade the crafting districts. And we need to build a barracks. Can also build some Dark Elf manors for now. And that's a good turn, I think. Now what are you up to? Now, if you guys would go back to your land, I would be very happy. No, of course you won't.
I will murder anyone to get what I must.
This faction has declared war on you. The terrors of the Dark Straits. Okay. What is this? Hisses of hostility. Be at war with the following faction, the terrors of the Dark Straits. Turns to complete 4. Promise death to these worthless peons. They have no other value than to breathe their last on the end of a blade. As their life force ebbs away, so too shall mine grow. This is your path to unimaginable power and mine to freedom.
Silence, abomination!
So if we are at war with them for 4 turns, we get Isilvar, who is Malus's brother, who is also secretly devoted to Slaanesh and gives chaos corruption in the local province. Malus gained the trait Strict, that is +1 public order in the local province. And we did get Isilvar. I don't like the chaos corruption thing. It disappeared. Tower of the Stars. The population is dwindling, so we get -10 to growth. And
Wield the wild. Patrolling.
let's search these ruins. And we get one of these. I will pause while I figure that one out. Okay, this one is quite difficult. Can't be the yellow one because of that. It could potentially be this one, or this one. I'll just go with this one. Ah! I was right. Sword of Swift Slaying. +6 charge bonus, +3 melee attack. Lucky.
Lord of Nagaroth.
I can see the void.
You can't replenish the troops here. That's an issue. Might be because of this. Let's drink an elixir. That helps.
Cruel and deadly. Fear my malice.
Now we can upgrade these. Or at least we can upgrade one of them. I think we'll do the Tower of the Stars, since that's the one we're at.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You are not going anywhere. But we will upgrade you. And with an army that is only half replenished, I'm not going to go after the Skaven, so we'll just let them take Torellasor. They're sure taking their time about that.
Acknowledged at last.
Found some beastmen up there.
Of the wild things.
Let's colonize
Kill.
and repair. Build this and upgrade this. We have some skill points for the Admiral. We'll give him Route Marsher. And we can also upgrade the estates of the Masters. And I think that's about it for now. And I also think that this is a very good time to end the episode. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.